All right, folks, we're back, and like I said, we're going to have the World of Meh folks on. We've got them on the line right now. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi.
Yeah, so we're apparently not Skyping again this week. We've got her just on the phone, but we've got the background finally put up. I know I kept promising it. It's finally there.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
All right, well let's get going with your feature, Lindsay.
Okay,
Oh wait, actually, you mentioned something that you saw that you researched something while we were talking about the electric cars.
Well, yeah. There's a company out there called Tesla, and it's spelled just like the band that was out there, Tesla.
And the scientist.
Well, yeah, and the scientist. And they actually do electric cars. There's the Tesla Roadster, which is the high end, and that cost over like $100,000. But then there's also like the regular, family sedan. With like the 4 doors and stuff like that. And I think, if I remember correctly, because my husband and I were talking about it, I think it's only like around $35,000. So it's pretty affordable for an electric car. But there's other things that you can go ahead and get to where you can just plug it right on into like a regular wall unit. So if you go to like somebody's house or if you're going out or whatever and need a charge, you don't have to worry because, like, with other hybrids and stuff like that, there's not a lot of, like, the charging stations that are everywhere right now. So I think that's why some people are really reluctant into going with electric or hybrids. But, with the Roadster and with the additional, I guess I could call it like an accessory. So with that accessory that you can get, you can literally charge anywhere. And it only takes, like, 45 minutes to do a full charge, and you get a lot.
Wow.
Out of the mileage, yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
Something that, it's something that we're looking into, but still gotta come up with the money for it.
That's always the hard part.
Yeah, no, it is. But I mean, the options are out there, so that's really nice. But yeah, I mean, the last time I was on the show, I was talking to you, Jason, about we had that press event coming up, and while I can't say too much about it, just because there's an embargo on the details, it's for the sequel to the game Drawn that's coming out by Big Fish Games. It's a lot of fun, so if you haven't seen it, definitely go on and check it out. I mean, graphically, it's gorgeous. It's kind of like a puzzle game with a little bit of hidden object and a story in there. So probably around the 21st is when we should be able to release the details about it. And what I was talking with the guys about, I was given a demo of the actual sequel, and it's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. But are either of you guys Star Wars fans?
Jason?
No, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I am a science fiction fan. That helps.
Okay.
It's like I like science fiction in general.
Okay. Well, Star Wars, how they have like the Celebration expos. Well, they had Celebration 5 this past weekend, and George Lucas came out, and it was announced that Star Wars is actually going to be finally coming to Blu-ray. So while that's really good news, the only downside is that with the original trilogy, they're still going to be going with the remasters. He's still not going and doing the proper original trilogy without all the additions and stuff like that. So he said it's too expensive to go ahead and make it look nice on Blu-ray. So you got to figure, though, with George Lucas having all the money that he has, it shouldn't, I don't know, money just should not be an issue. But there was some extra scenes that are going to be coming out, and they talked about the scenes, and people who were able to attend Celebration 5 got a sneak peek at it, but it's on YouTube now. So somebody in the audience had a camcorder or one of those flip recorders, or their phone was able to record, and it's on our site now, and it's kind of awesome, not going to lie.
Well, that's great, yeah.
I've never seen Star Wars.
You've never seen Star Wars?
Are you serious?
I know. I don't know. I never saw the. Everybody's looking at me. No, I know. I need to check it out.
Well, I'm just surprised considering that when we were kids, it was on KMPH at least every other week.
Yeah, it was everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, they re-aired the first, at least Star Wars and Return of the Jedi. I don't think they did Empire Strikes Back. I'm not quite sure why. I didn't
I
see
remember
that until I was in my teens.
A New Hope. A New Hope was on a lot. But yeah, dude, watch Star Wars. Oh my God, don't watch the recent ones. Those are horrible.
Now, I didn't watch those on purpose because I figured if I was going to see Star Wars, I needed to see the original ones before I tried to watch the remakes of it. If I even did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the new ones are pretty bad. George Lucas definitely broke the hearts of millions when he decided to do that. I know. But I'm trying to think, like, what else? Like, so much has happened, you know, in the course of a week that, you know, just to try to condense it all is just, it's insane. I mean, we did reviews on the site for Wedding Besh 4 Ever by Play First, which was fantastic. I actually gripped the mouse so hard while playing it that my hand started to cramp. Like, that's how... I know, that's how badly I was getting into it. But, I mean, it's good times. We have some more interviews coming up on the site. More news is coming in all the time. It's insane right now. That's one word that I could describe the site right now is insane, but in a good way. In a good way.
Well, that's great, Lindsay. I see you've got quite a few new writers. I can never keep track of who's writing what now because I'm so used to just being able to tell if it was you or Chris.
Yeah, I know.
How many writers do you have now? Like, what, 10?
Oh, man. Well, there's Chris and myself, obviously.
Right.
There is... Oh, God. There's Sammy. We just recently signed her on, and she's fantastic. She's up in Canada. And then there's Ash down in Arkansas. We have, oh, my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting writers. We have James that's in the UK. And then we have Eddie. We have Eric. We have Kyle. We have Brennan. We have Simon. Oh, Lord. I know that there's more. I know there's more, and I'm just forgetting them right now.
Well, that's
I
at
said
least
Kyle.
10.
That's more than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely more than the two of you. Now, I remember on Chuck's show you mentioned you had a writer from Pakistan who was interested in writing?
Yeah, we had a guy from Pakistan who was interested in writing, but, you know, a lot of our traffic comes in from, like, Canada, the UK, you know, English-speaking countries.
Right.
And while he did have somewhat of a grasp on the English language, we would have had to have edited his posts so hard. And, you know, with the huge time difference, it would have been difficult, you know, just trying to get it coordinated. Because, like, with James, he's 8 hours ahead of us, and that's difficult as is to, you know, be able to get, you know, stuff with him back and forth. Because by the time that I wake up, it's already 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening for him. So with the guy from Pakistan, it would have been, you know, significantly harder. And so, you know, it's just like, it's awesome that somebody that far away is reading our site, is interested in our site, but he just, he wasn't where we needed him to be, I guess. I mean, it was just, it's difficult. I hate saying no to people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. Considering how many writers you have, that's proof.
Yeah, it's just, it's difficult. It is, it's really, really difficult. But, I mean, you know, we're finding out all the time because websites, you know, we can see how people get to our site, like what links they click on or who refers them or whatever. And you've heard of a company, BioWare, right, Jason?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah, BioWare, right now they're working on the Star Wars MMO, but they also did, like, Dragon Age and stuff like that, Neverwinter Nights, a bunch of other good stuff. Actually, no, I think Blizzard did Neverwinter Nights. I don't know. Anyway, in Germany, they have their massive website and they have their forums, but they have a section for, you know, each different country and whatnot. And in Germany, the community manager for the forums linked to a post that we did when we talked about the recent Dragon Age downloadable content. People from Russia are linking to articles that we've done because it's about stuff that they're interested in. I don't know, it's just, it's so weird because I'm in Fresno and I have, like, this small town, you know, girl mentality, and it's mind-blowing to know that people that don't even speak the same language as I am are looking in and looking and seeing it something that I've created. It's pretty incredible. It makes the world seem smaller, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, Lindsay, we've got to take our break. So,
No problem.
Thanks for calling in
thanks for calling.
again.
Yes, definitely. And
No problem.
We'll speak to you next week. And
Yes,
coming up,
definitely.
we have the press box. Stay tuned.